The summer of the Datsun. In the sweltering summer of 1979, a 15-year-old boy named Zcarlvr found himself wandering the streets of Palm Springs after a late-night visit to a friend's house. The warm night air wrapped around him like a familiar blanket as he strolled home, his thoughts drifting aimlessly. That was until he stumbled upon a sight that would change everything: a sleek Datsun 240Z, parked with a single key jutting invitingly from the driver's door lock. The temptation. Zcarlvr had always admired the Z car, its curves and power symbolizing freedom and adventure in his young mind. With no one around to witness his impulsive decision, he glanced over his shoulder and slipped into the driver's seat. The engine roared to life, and with a surge of adrenaline, he sped off into the night, the thrill of the joyride coursing through his veins. He drove for hours, weaving through the empty streets of the valley, feeling invincible behind the wheel of such a magnificent machine. The car was too pristine to be treated like a mere toy, and after a few exhilarating hours, he returned it to its rightful spot, parking it as if nothing had happened. He figured the owner would be none the wiser, perhaps thinking they had simply misplaced their key. The second ride. Weeks passed, and the allure of the Datsun proved too strong. Zcarlvr found himself drawn back to the car, and with the key still in his possession, he decided to take it for another spin. This time, the gas gauge hovered dangerously low, so he filled it up before returning it, hoping to erase any trace of his escapade. His heart raced with excitement as he drove through familiar roads, feeling the wind whip through his hair. But as fate would have it, he encountered one of his older brother's friends at a gas station. The man recognized him instantly, and Zcarlvr's mind raced as he concocted a web of lies to explain the situation. He knew he was treading on thin ice, and the thought of being caught sent a chill down his spine. The final adventure. Despite the close call, Zcarlvr couldn't resist one last adventure. He drove the Datsun up to Big Bear Lake, eager to tackle the winding mountain roads. The thrill of the drive was intoxicating, and for a moment, he felt like he was living a dream. But the reality of his situation loomed large when he stopped at a small market for snacks and ran into his brother's friend again. Panic surged through him as they exchanged casual pleasantries, but Zcarlvr managed to slip away unscathed. He raced back to Palm Springs, filled the tank once more, and returned the car to its driveway. As a parting gift, he scribbled a hasty thank you note, expressing his admiration for the car and subtly hinting that leaving the key in the door was a risky move. A secret kept. The summer of 1979 left an indelible mark on Zcarlvr. He had tasted the thrill of freedom, the rush of adrenaline, and the fear of being caught. But as he lay in bed that night, he couldn't shake the feeling of unease. His brother's friend had kept his secret, but how long could he continue this charade? With the Datsun safely parked and the summer fading away, Zcarlvr knew he had to let go of the thrill. The experience had been exhilarating, but it was a chapter best left behind, one that would forever remain locked away in the vault of his teenage memories.